Friday. It is Friday. I just realized that. No, I didn't just realize that. I knew that, but happy Friday nonetheless. Let me go turn my TV off, turn my brightness up, so I do not have my ring light. Is that gonna stay? There we go. Lost the remote already. I can literally hear Mateo in there just refusing to go to bed, so that's fine. I think this lighting's not good, but we're going to pretend. Once again, I didn't announce my live because I just decided to go live 30 seconds ago. Hi Cami, how are you? I'm really bad at planning my lives ahead because I never know what I'm gonna be doing, ever. But here we are. I'll chat for a few minutes, and if you guys get bored, I do not blame you. You can go on with your weekend. But happy Friday. I'm glad we made it. Hi Sabrina, how are you? I have to clean my entire house right now. It's filthy. Like, you would literally think that I never clean, but I promise that I do all the time, and it's still a mess. So I thought that I would clean a little bit and answer any of your questions while I'm doing that. I did sell my car in DR. I sold it right before we moved. I had a 1998, I think it was 1998. I think so. Honda Passport. Hello, good night. Are you going to bed? It had like almost 200,000 miles on it. It was so old, but I sold it. The people I bought it from wanted $4,000. Like, cars do not depreciate the same way there at all. And then I think I talked them to 3,400, and then I sold it for 3,000, I think. So not so bad, but here that car would have sold for like $100. There's a ton of dealers there who have used cars. I think it's really hard to find. Hi Johnny, how are you? From Santiago, from, oh, my favorite. It's hard to find a reputable dealer. I would recommend going with a Dominican mechanic if you can, who can check out the car and make sure it's good. I did that. And I bought it from like an expat family, but I would definitely bring a Dominican with you. There's actually a guy in the Dominican expat Facebook group who goes with people to buy used cars. So that could be an option, I feel like. Sorry, I'm also like dressed like this, just showered. This is my Friday night. It's like crazy, or no, crazy. But yeah, cars definitely don't depreciate the same, but people will try to charge you more than they should if they know that you are not local. So that's really fun, but I recommend reaching out to him if you can, or someone who knows what they're doing. Moving here for a year, I went twice last year. You should do it. Do it. That would be fun. But I feel like depending on the city you're in, you might not need a car, right? But some people just want one. That makes sense too. I ended up just wanting one at a certain point. When I was in Santiago, I had it. Not while I was in Barbacoa. Which might have made more sense the other way around, because there's Uber in Santiago, but not in Barbacoa. Why is this out? This is pretty much empty. I'm starving. I did not eat dinner yet. Santiago, I needed one each time I visited. Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes I was like, why did I buy a car? Like, I don't need it. And then other times I was really grateful to have a car. So I think it's just like a personal choice. But some of my friends that live there now don't have one. If you're comfortable driving there, then I think it's worth it. If you're watching, go ahead and give a thumbs up. My typical spiel, because YouTube really likes it when I get thumbs up. So I would love it if you could. And if you're bored of listening to me, just mute it. Let me talk. Just mute me. It's fine. I think I'm gonna throw this out because I keep trying to wash it and it's just not getting clean. Something for the baby, so we don't want that. But yeah, I hear some people say they need a car, some people say they don't. I was kind of like, I was torn. Okay. Either way works, but definitely take a Dominican with you or have him go for you. Like when I was selling it, I sold it to Chris's dad's friend and they kind of like negotiated for me. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Do you guys ever feel like you just like do dishes? That's your life, just dishes, laundry, it's fun. Hi Gio, how are you? Phoenix. I shouldn't say that actually, sorry. Fine group of people, always. I haven't gone live in a little bit, I don't think. Oh no, I went live after my last video. Oh, thank you, Ramon. Look at that, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. That's really nice of you. Happy Friday. Ramon is my favorite right now. I guess you guys can super chat if you want. Hi from Santiago. Where are you working? You don't have to be too specific. I did go live on my last video. Oh, I won't tell. I would be cheating myself if I told. Oh no. Where do you work that you can play this though? My last video did really well. Not my last one, but like 3 ago, where I was doing a house tour of Chris's parents. Hi, Ron. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Hello to you and your wife. In Santiago. I did not expect that video to go TV station. Oh, that's cool. What do you do? I didn't expect it to go, like, to get that many views at all, obviously. Usually my videos just, like, stay with people who follow me and, like, a little bit outside that circle. But for some reason, YouTube pushed that video a lot, which was great because I got a lot of followers. Oh, that's where his mommy used to work. And like, I'm happy that I got a lot of followers from that video. Got some ad money, not as much as you would think. Hi, Arisa, how are you? Not as much as you would think for 110,000 views. Kind of disappointing, but it's okay. But that being said, I had to go live and explain that a lot of things because when I filmed that video, it was so quick. Chris filmed it in like 10 minutes and I was like a mess. I looked awful. We were so rushed. His camera work wasn't the best, but it's okay. We won't say anything. A few people commented on that, but I didn't like explain the situation. Hello, Jean-Luc. I guess as well as I should have, because I was just thinking it was like people who already watch my channel. Nope, ton of people that have never seen me before and don't know my story at all. So they thought that was my house. Thought I made it kind of clear in the beginning, but maybe not. I think I said like we a couple times and that must have thrown people off. I meant like our family or where we used to live. So I had to go live and like clarify a few things. All those people who made the like bad comments, I'm positive they didn't watch that video. But for the people who did, I appreciate it. It's literally like, you know, people saying like I'm causing gentrification, I'm ruining the country, I'm making the prices increase, I'm terrible, I film with people in the house. I'm like, that's literally my family. I don't know, to clean up the house first. That was like all her work papers on the floor, so I can't like touch them. But yeah, Dominican family lives there and they can afford it. That being said, I think that it's very expensive. Like $650 a month in DR, I think it's expensive. Like, it depends on your income, right? If you think about what the average Dominican makes, they can't afford that at all. Average salary is like $300 a month. So I think people were like thinking that I was trying to tell Americans like, come live here, it's this cheap or something. I don't know. I was just really, you know, I like to do house tours. I have a ton of them on my channel. So I was just kind of showing that, but I don't know. I know. And I was like, most people don't make $1,600 or more than $300 a month. So I definitely know that. They're blessed, I guess, that they can afford it, but it's also not a long-term solution. They're building a house soon, which again, I know people are going to be like, oh, they're rich. They're really not. They're, I would say middle class, but, yeah, they were nice enough to let me film. So anyway, that was the last time I did a live to basically address some of that stuff. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, it looks like a prison. And I was like, okay, you haven't been to the DR then, because most houses I've been to have bars on the windows, but it's fine. Anyway, let's answer some questions. What a beautiful family. Thank you. Fix things that break. Then you're a vital member. How much are private schools? They're a good amount. New Horizons is pretty good. I would look into it, talk to other people who sent their kids there for sure. There's a high turnover of teachers there, to be honest, but maybe not as bad as other schools. Let's see. I did a consult for someone and I sent him all the prices from some of the private schools. So if you want that, I can send it to you. But definitely New Horizons, Santiago Christian School, I would look at. Some good options, but it definitely varies, and the better the school, obviously the more expensive. You'll pay anywhere from like, let's see, like we pay for, if you guys know Brianna on my channel, the little girl in Barbacoa that I am obsessed with, we pay for her school each month. It's like 7,000 pesos, which is, someone help me, math, like $150 maybe a month. Santiago Christian, I think, is like a lot. New Horizons isn't as much, but it's more expensive. And then you have to pay for like uniform and stuff sometimes. But definitely a private school is what I would do. Thank you, Ramon. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that some things are helpful. Where did I COVID test last time you were in Santiago? So the first time I used Lab Referencia, which I made a video about, you guys probably maybe saw, I was violated. It hurt so bad. The last time, I'll have to wait till Chris comes out to remember the name. It's a little bit like further in Santiago, probably like 15 minutes from where we stayed or where his parents live, but it was so much better. He knew, so I filmed it, like the whole process this time. It was way better. They just like did a normal swab and it was super quick. Same thing though, they emailed us our results in a few hours. I will find the name though. Or I'll ask him when he came out. The line wasn't too bad. I mean, he knew someone, so yeah, gentrification, that's what they were saying. Whatever happened to my friend from the Campo Whale on the other side, the girl from Salem? She's good. She's about to have a baby. Very exciting, but they're still there. I think she went home for Christmas and still out there. Emma. I wish you could make a video cooking rice and beans with stewed chicken. I could as like a comedic video. You guys would be like, no. Not how you do it. Chris is the one who makes the rice now because he finally like mastered his recipe, because Dominicans are very specific about their rice. So we finally have that down. Beans, I feel like, okay, you guys are probably gonna laugh. I feel like they're kind of hard to make. I can do the chicken. I can make it. I have some cooking videos on my channel. Those ones are usually a mess. Yeah, so what they basically did was they sold their apartment in Villa Olga. They had been living there for years. Not super long, but like, I don't know, 6 years, maybe 8 years. And they sold that and made a profit because they had bought it earlier, like it appreciated. And then they moved to an apartment, which I actually did a tour of too, because we were just like there in June when they were looking at it. So I filmed it. Ended up having a lot of problems with it, so they moved out of that and they found this house to rent. So they really like the house. It has a lot of space, and yeah, they're just gonna build their house. They're building a factory right now, or her employer is, I guess. So when the factory's done, then they'll start on the house, and it's in like Via Maria too, I believe. Hi, Jose. Hi, Ninjet from New York. I miss New York. The most expensive, yeah, Carol Morgan is like insane. That's in Santo Domingo though, right? Yes, that's the one you did. 15 minutes, that's fast. Cook on camera? I mean, you can cook and I'll support you fully. I'll cheer you on. If I was cooking on a live stream, like, people would literally ruin me. Like, 100%. No. Nope. Nope. I don't know, one of my way old, this was so long ago, I was cooking with Chella, Brianna's grandma, who's like my Dominican mom, and we were making mango, and we cut up all the plantains, put them in a pot, and we we're like, okay, she's like, you need to boil it. She's like speaking Spanish, didn't know the word for boil. So I'm like going to put it back in the fridge. And I was like, wait, we need to cook them? Like, we boil them? She's like, are you okay? Yes. So if I'm cooking Dominican food on camera, I'm gonna get hate mail. But you can, and I'll watch. And it's funny because, like, I do feel like certain people are very much like, we do it this way, and if you're not doing it this way, it's wrong. Like, literally, I could like add pepper first before salt, and they would be like, blasphemy, you're dumb. Dumb gringa. And I would be like, oh, I am so sorry. But you know, people don't mess around with cooking, so I have to be careful. I could do 3 golpes. That I should be able to handle, I would hope. Chicken for the beans. Once boiling, just mash up parts of the beans. But there's other stuff in there. There's other stuff. Oh yeah, holding the phone. Like, also that, like, it's hard to film when you're cooking and have good light and stuff. So yeah, plus, like, I don't make like interesting things. Do you guys watch Chef Z Cooks? Like, I think it's ZEE. She's Dominican, I think, right? I think she's Dominican. I think so. And she shares like a bunch of Dominican food and recipes and stuff. That's fun to watch because she like actually knows what she's doing. So that's cool. I try to share, oh no, I want to do a video with, yeah, she is really good. I want to do a video with my friends. I think we're going to see them tomorrow, actually. They're Dominican. They're from Santiago. Oh, she's Cuban and Dominican. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't think she was like full Dominican. They're from Santiago, they're from Santo Domingo, moved to Santiago, and now they live in Arizona. They're like our age, have 2 kids, but she cooks so well. Like, she wants to open a like food delivery service kind of for Dominican food, because we don't have that many Dominican restaurants here. I would like love that. And I actually, like, she's not that far from us. She used to live further. So I'm gonna see, we might go there tomorrow for a barbecue. What if it's Dominican food? If it is, I will definitely film it. But regardless, I really want to do a cooking video with her because she makes like every Dominican dish. So I feel like she would be a really good one. Also, I want to film them dancing bachata and merengue because they literally like are such good dancers, and their kids are such good dancers too, which they're like 3 and 5, so that's fun for me. Yeah, I actually should like try more of her recipes. No, we're in Arizona right now. You could definitely live on $2,500 a month, in my opinion. It's really funny because in some of the expat groups, if you ask that question and say like, I'm thinking about $2,500 a month, they will tell you like there's 0 chance that you'll survive on $2,500. Whenever I see those threads, I think it's really interesting because I like don't spend that much. Oh my gosh, Mateo's toys are like talking by themselves in the room. I hate that. What was I saying? Wow, ADHD. Oh. But yeah, basically like some people cannot. Ramon, Oh my gosh, thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you, Yasmin. Ramon's smoking you guys right now. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. All of you, though. Thank you, thank you. They will tell you that you need like $5,000 a month to live. Now, I think that it totally depends on like your lifestyle. So if you want to live in a gated community, you want a security guard, you want a driver, you want someone to cook and clean every day, a nanny, or you're going to the best private schools, like yes, you will need thousands of dollars a month. Gas is really expensive. If you're buying imported food, very expensive. Like if you're gonna go to the grocery store and buy like American peanut butter, American cereals, imported jelly, ice cream, gluten-free food, that was expensive when I had to buy that. $5,000 you don't need. $2,500, I don't even think you need that. But it also depends on rent, because rent is increasing a lot right now. People thought that I like just randomly found the most expensive house for or I guess them, his family, but that's like average prices right now. They're increasing, like they are, just like they are in the States, they are increasing there. And people saying like Santo Domingo is even more expensive than Santiago, which is true. Santo Domingo is very expensive, like certain rents. You can find old YouTube videos of people being like $50 a month in Santo Domingo. It's like, it's different now, I feel like, and it depends on your lifestyle. So some people will literally be fine with no hot water, with no running water, let's say, no electricity. Like it depends on your lifestyle, just like in the States. So $2,500, you will be fine. Don't come for me if you're bougie and you disagree when you get there. But for me, I was fine. Yeah, 5K. I mean, there's literally people in the expat groups, like when that question is asked, it's always more money than I expect. I'm like, dang, you guys have more money than I do. So the only imported food that I would buy when I was there would be like, I did have to get certain gluten-free foods at one point because I was like allergic to stuff randomly. That stuff was expensive. And then sometimes I like wanted bagels or like wanted peanut butter, or I don't know. Sometimes you have a craving for like certain American food. So I would get that food sometimes, but the majority of the time I would just buy local food, and it was way cheaper. Like you can live, it just again depends on your lifestyle. Okay, if you're watching and you haven't given me a thumbs up, the ratio's off. So just take a second, like click that button. Thank you. Also, if you're eating out a lot, that really does impact your budget. And that I do agree with when people in the groups are like, thank you, I saw someone liked it. Eating healthy is cheaper for sure. If you eat out a lot though, and you like to be like entertained, then you need more money. Sorry, this light is really bad, but I don't want to get the ring light out. That seems dramatic when I'm looking like this. No makeup, just a mess, it's fine. If you drink, like if you go to bars, clubs, stuff like that, then yeah, it's expensive because there's an 18% tax on your food bills. And then not everyone tips, but like we tip when we go out, so that adds. Food can definitely be expensive. Like everyone laughs at me when I make this comparison, but McDonald's is there is like the same price as it is here, in my experience. I always am like, this is expensive. Like the few times that we would order McDonald's or like get it delivered, especially if you're using like Uber Eats, it's really expensive. So anyway, that being said, and some people like to go out more. They live in the capital, they're going to nicer restaurants, or they live in Punta Cana, they're going to like tourist places. It's expensive. Or like some of my expat friends would like eat at Saga in Santiago all the time. And Saga is like one of the most expensive restaurants. Like I've never eaten there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Is it Nero or Narrow? Or neither of those? Yes, that's a good idea. Like when I moved there, I brought certain snacks with me. Definitely bring like contact solution or your prescriptions, obviously, or toiletries, just stuff that could be more expensive there. People will bring like a suitcase full of food. if you want, like that's really fine. Like Nutri-Grain bars, stuff like that, that it's like, it's an American brand if you love it. Like nuts are pretty expensive there. I hate this light. Jean-Luc says it's fine. Yeah, Santiago is definitely quiet compared to like Santo Domingo. If you want to eat well, have running water and electricity 24/7, plus being able to hang out from time to time, you need a salary of at least 35,000 pesos. Yeah, probably. Square One. See, it's funny. I feel like Square One is not that expensive, but it is. You know what I mean? Like when I look at the menu, I'm like, oh, 250 pesos. That's cheap. But it's like $4 or $5. But then it is expensive. You know what I mean? Like then at the end, you get it. You get the tax and like the service, whatever. It's expensive. So, yeah. See, yeah, that's a good point. Jean-Luc is like, when I say McDonald's is the same price as it is here, people are like, oh, McDonald's is cheap. Like, yeah, it's cheap. But like, if it's the same price here as it is there, then it's so expensive there, right? Because $1 is 50 pesos or 56, whatever. People are not making the same amount of money. So you can't, like, they can't go to McDonald's all the time. Whereas like here, you could just be like, oh, I'm hungry. What's something really cheap? Let me just go to McDonald's. There, McDonald's is expensive. Like, my friend lived in San Pedro. And San Pedro is, it's like 2 hours past Santo Domingo, like near La Romana. And first of all, it's so hot. It's so hot. Second of all, the guys are so different than in Santiago. I always think that's funny. My point is, she would say like the guys would literally take their girlfriends or girls on dates to McDonald's. And like, it was like a thing, like it was nice, it was expensive. Here people are like, oh, like they would like judge that. I feel like there, I would be like, yeah, I also think the food's better there. So anyway, my rant about McDonald's. Fast food's expensive. Actually, I wanted to do a video. I don't know if you guys follow them. Purely walking. It's like they have walking videos in like Santo Domingo. I want to do a collab with her and do like, we both go to the same fast food places, her in Santo Domingo and me here, and see like the price of each, like Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, and see, because I think they're gonna be closer, like expense wise than people think. Mickey D's is more expensive. Yeah. Yeah. A new McDonald's in Puerto Plata. That's nice. I like McDonald's there. I don't go a lot, but I only pay $4,200 a month on rent. My electricity is between $300 or $400. That's standard. Internet's $1,500. I think that's about right. Barbacoa for 24-hour electricity and water. That's nice. Dang, has it been a year already? Yeah, it's literally La Romana. She always would talk about how hot it was, and then I would go. When I went with her, I was like, wow, it's so humid. It's so hot. Santiago is nothing like that. You hate what? 2 water outages. They were both due to burst lines. Yeah, like our water didn't go out a lot in Santiago. In Jarabacoa, our water went out all the time. We didn't have hot water. It was like the electricity went out all the time and it would go out for hours for like scheduled maintenance. But in Santiago, it wasn't like that. It was like rare to go out. I have so many knives in my sink right now. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see what we think about McDonald's. Oh, the traffic in Santo Domingo is like my nightmare. That's all I talk about when I talk about Santo Domingo. I can't. I should do another collab with Kara. She is an American that lives there and she loves it in Santo Domingo. So, why do people want Mickey D Sosa? Is that a typo? When there are plenty of places you can feed. Yeah, exactly. I find McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, I need more expensive there, but not as good. I feel like McDonald's there is better. Burger King's so bad. Locally is the best way to do. In correlation to what McDonald's offers, the tasteless food they sell is many times more expensive than Square One. Yeah, like if you're going to go to McDonald's, you should just go to Square One, I feel like, because they have like a way bigger menu and everyone can get what they want. But Square One, like, I'm like, everyone's like, oh, the food comes out so fast. I'm like, it's like pre-cooked, right? Like, I think, but I like it. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. Yeah, I hope she agrees to that. That would be fine. The food was cheaper in Barbacoa. I think it depends what restaurant you go to, but probably, unless it's like from Santiago. So if it's from Santiago, it's more expensive. So certain food, I would be at like so they don't have huge grocery stores in Barbacoa. There's no like Nacional, Bravo, none of that. Definitely no like Jumbo or anything, Price Smart, but they have several small markets, grocery stores, and if they were bringing that food from Santiago, it was expensive. Oh my gosh. Like, I remember there were some times I was gonna get like American candy for my students, like as presents. I was like, dang, this is expensive. Pop-Tarts or something? Oh no, so expensive. But if you're eating like locally, like farmed food from Barbacoa or Constanza, it's cheaper. Hi John, how are you? Thank you so much. I hope everything's going well in Australia. I still want to visit. Thank you. I agree. McDonald's is better in DR. Con. I thank you. That's nice. I make my own burgers and fries. Okay, fancy. I actually once at Square One. Are you kidding? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you look at the menu in Square One and you're like, this is literally so cheap. Like, you can eat really cheaply there. But then other times, like, it looks cheap at first, and then I'm like, oh, this is literally not cheap. Like, some of their, like, it's weird. They have, like, a restaurant in it. Hi, J-Rod. How are you? Everyone go follow J-Rod. Never mind. I'm going to comment to you about your last video. But dude, I literally have such bad ADHD. I can't think of. Okay. I had the best sancocho upstairs in Bravo. Really? Huh. That's good. I haven't eaten upstairs in Bravo. Am I going to make an adoption video? I might. I don't know if people are interested in that. Like, it did okay, but I know that's not really what my channel is about. Or you mean my adoption, or like adopting from DR? Sorry, don't make another adoption. Great. She's like, I literally don't care about your adoption. Oh gosh. But I could make another about adopting in DR. I could probably interview someone who has. It's hard to adopt in DR. But I made a whole video on that. Churrasco was $1,200 versus around $1,800. Okay, that's good to know. Definitely cheaper. McDonald's meat is not frozen or imported. It's from La Romana. Really? Okay, Geo, inside scoop. I didn't know that. It is better, I think. I never eat burgers there, though. I only get chicken. I used to live close to La Fuente, and I only paid $5,000 a month, and I was earning almost $30,000, yet it was not enough. Yeah, it definitely depends on your lifestyle. La Fuente. Okay, J-Rod, go back. Except you're going to, like, so many cool places. J-Rod's literally, like, traveled so much this year. Like, okay, I'm jealous. I haven't even been to, just went to Cancun, right? I really want to go to Cancun. I'm so close to it now, but cool. It looks so fun. I would love that. You should go to, I think I told you this. Have you been to Peru yet? I feel like it's so pretty. Okay, I will make one for you. You're Dominican and adopted. That's very interesting. Were you born in the States or DR? You don't have to say. I just left Bravo today. I'll try next time. I know, right? That's interesting. No, you're fine. I was just kidding. Yeah, the meat is not imported. Okay, it does taste way better. Sorry, I meant to ask you if you're fine. I was kidding. American fast food restaurants menu are the same. No, or if they're same in DR, no, they're different, which is funny. So some of the McDonald's have like white rice as a side, which I always thought was funny because you would never like have rice on the menu here. Taco Bell like always has fries, whereas here we like never really do. I think some have rice too. Yeah, there's just some different options on fast food menus. You want to come say hi?
No.
Yo, I have to ask you a question. Be shy. Are you shy? Look, we're both in our sweatsuits. What do you think about the gyms? Oh, I can talk about the gyms. Stop, you're annoying. Someone asked like what was the name of the site we just did our last COVID test? I am so hungry.
You gotta see it.
Oh yeah, I was like, it's an easy name. Thanks. It's called Garcia. It's like kind of like in the center of Santiago. What are we eating? You can make rice for them to watch. They were saying I should make another cooking video.
No, that's not happening.
Pero yo tengo hambre. No, we just ate bad last night. That's Chris. I'm obsessed. Okay. Pizza is definitely better. Yes, Johnny, I totally agree with you. Okay, me, like, my fat ass can talk about food all night, clearly. Pizza is better and then I'll get to the gym. Pizza is better in DR. First of all, when I went and we got Domino's and Chris ordered corn on it, I was like, there's no way this is gonna be good. Like, ew. It was so good. So freaking good. I loved it. And I love the pizza there. Like here, we don't get Papa John's. Like we literally never order Papa John's. There, I'm like, let's get Papa John's. I don't know why the pizza's better. Pala pizza, so good. I really like the pizza there. 212 is good in Santiago. Really, oh no. Oh my gosh, my friend told me it closed, which is really sad. But I did a video there before. It's called Ristorante. I literally can't say it, it's fine. They had the best pizza. It was so freaking cheap. It was so cheap. It was like unreal and it was so good. But Bricks is really good too with an X. Okay, I'm almost done talking about food. The gyms I like. I went to Metropolitan in Los Jardines. It was okay. I felt like it was expensive for what it was, but like you have to pay more for classes. My friend goes there, Christina. I've done collabs with her. And she wants to move, like switch gyms. I always want to go to, what's the name of the really nice gym on Pucamaima? I always wanted to go there, but it's so expensive. Yeah, I do want to do a video about the different fast foods for sure. People don't even know that there's like fast food there. A lot of my friends would always ask me like, do you even have McDonald's? I'm like, yes. Which Bravo? Planet Fitness and Gold. Yeah, so I toured Gold. It was so freaking crowded in Santiago and the parking was so bad, so we didn't end up doing that. But there's like there's a lot of gyms. There are definitely a lot of gyms. I feel like they're always opening new ones. DR Pizza's awesome. Yes. BioFit. Yeah, I haven't been there though. He is good, John. Thanks for asking. He's asleep for now. But he doesn't sleep through the night still. So I'm sure he's going to wake up momentarily. For sure. You could use a sauna. Saunas are amazing. Yeah, see, it's a bit expensive. I don't want to go. Oh, is that BioFit? The one that's where my friend, like Chris's best friend, Jen goes. And I really wanted to go with him over when we were just there. But he was sick. So he couldn't take me. It looks so nice, though. And the restaurant there is good. La Cafeteria. Wow, at Cami G, I'm living here with my husband who is from Santiago, DR, awaiting the process for him to come to the US. I'm still learning some places here. Oh, that's nice. If you have any questions, let me know. We did the same thing. I lived in Jarabacoa for a year and then Santiago, and then we decided to do K1. So I was living in Santiago while we were waiting. So it was fun. But lots of different places to go if you guys need recommendations. Clearly, I can talk about food. Cool. I like La Maita. Have you guys been to La Maita? I think that's what it's called. I just went there for the first time like 2 trips ago. It was really, really good. KGB is, I really like it, but I hadn't been there in a while, so we went when we were just there, and it was like way more expensive than I remembered it being. But the salad was massive and it was really good, but I was like, it's not like that good. But I really like it there. I really like brunch, which is like a cute little space I used to work. The deck is really good. We went to Barbecue Express twice when we were there, because his friends wanted to actually live stream from one. They have a brand new like indoor outdoor kind of thing, mostly outdoor. They're really good like for meats and stuff if you want, but I always just get chicken, so it's like not like that amazing. Pizzarelli's good. I like Pizzarelli. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have never eaten at that Bravo. I've eaten like down, like when you walk in and they have like coffee and stuff, I've eaten there. But when we were at La Serena, Chris's dad and I went together one night and he was like, I'm gonna get a cappuccino upstairs. And I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, let's do it. And he was like, this restaurant's so good, like the one in La Serena. So I've never eaten there. Actually, yeah, I have. At the one like more in the center of the city, I ate there. I've read so much about Camp David. I have never been there, and when I tell people I've never been to Camp David, they like make fun of me. I don't know why. People should know I'm like cheap, but like I haven't been to Saga, I haven't been to Camp David, but like all of my friends have, and they say it's so nice. So I think it's one of those places that was definitely like worth it to go to if you want a really pretty view. It kind of reminds me of Hamaka de Dios in Barbacoa, which I love, love, love. Super nice, and it's fun. It's just like the views, the vibe, really nice. But like that restaurant in Barbacoa is so expensive, and the food's not that good, but it's really cool. I think you should go. If someone else has been to Camp David though, let us know. How's the food? I have not been to Amigos, like the one across from Bravo, but I have been to Doña Pula a couple of times. We went once for Chris's birthday, like right when we first started dating. And then we went again, and the service that night was atrocious, like so bad. And I'm like not picky at all. Like I don't care about waiting for food really. I'm not that picky with food. Like if it comes out, like I will never send my food back because I'm scared of everyone. Like whatever, but it was really bad. Like we all ordered, we came one by one, she wrote everything down, and then they come and bring the food 2 hours later, which that's too long. Well, first they were bringing the beers, like Presidentes, and none of them were open. So they would like come, drop the beer, and like run. So you couldn't even like get them. And then we had to wait to like get their attention, come back and be like, it's closed, it's not a twist off. And then they would be like, it's open. We would literally be like, it's literally not, but sure. So then they finally brought the food. It literally took forever. Forever. Like I was hangry. Like when I was little, I used to cry at restaurants if they took too long. But I'm telling you, I'm not that picky now. I wouldn't like complain about it. But they came, brought all of our food, and they didn't have Chris's meal. And he was like, where's mine? And they literally were like, oh, you didn't order. Like, no customer is always right. They literally looked at him like, you didn't order. And he's like, no, I did. Rick, remember you asked me like how I wanted it cooked and wrote it down. They were like, no. And then they like look at mine and they're like, just share with her. And I was like, no, like I'm hungry, no. So it was just such bad service that night. Like we were all of us were like shocked, like how bad it was. We were just laughing at that point, but it was really, really bad. I don't know what it was, but the service was like terrible. Other than that, it's like I don't really care about service. Other places I go, I don't expect it to be like great. Okay, so the food's really good at Camp David, but expensive. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those like very special treats. Seafood, not really. I like salmon. But I used to be allergic to shrimp, and now I'm randomly not, but I still like don't eat it. What about Moo? Moo is really good. Moo is really good. If you guys haven't been there, it's in Villa Olga. It's literally like a food truck, but it's permanently there. near the park. It's like gravel, and they have tables you can eat there, and it's just meats. So it's kind of like Barbecue Express. It's really good though. We really like it. That was a good suggestion. I always forget about that place. Then I drive by and I'm like, wait, why are we not going to Moo? The night view from, see, that's what everyone says. It's like, and that's what I feel like when I tell people in Harbacoa, I'm like, go to Hamburger de Dios. Like, even if you just get drinks, like, don't even bother with the food because it's not great. But your say Camp David food's good, so that's good. It's worth it. I'm like, just go get drinks. Like, the inside, if you're sitting inside, it rotates 360 degrees, which is really cool. And then the outside, it just like beautiful views. Chris and I went there on like one of our first dates. You see like all of Harbacoa, like multiple cities. It's really pretty. And Camp David, people say the same. It's like, go there at night for the view. It's amazing. I'm so hungry. Yeah, Donya's, we don't go there anymore. Why does this stream give me a okay, I don't know if that's supposed to be weird. I hope it just means you're happy. I'm taking donations though. Just kidding. Kind of. La Vitrina. I went there. Yeah, it's like newer, right? Like a few years old. I went there. It's good. What did I get? I filmed a video there and I never posted it. I don't know why. Okay, people I think are getting bored about me talking about food. So, if there's any other questions, let me know. Not that you want to see me clean either, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I really need to like vacuum and mop, which I won't do on camera. Oh my gosh, GOE. How are you liking like living where you're living? I won't say. Okay, baby-led weaning is the messiest thing I've ever done. It's crazy. I'm working, I have to mute you. You better never mute me. I'm just kidding. I missed a bunch of minutes. Tell Chris I said it was nice of him to be so like a brick. Sir. Sir. John Luke, I'm banning you. I'm just kidding. The beach we went to was amazing. I still have to put that vlog up. I just have so much footage. I just haven't had time to put more up. Maybe I'll do that one next because it was so freaking pretty. That is off of, it's kind of near like Playa Fronton. It's called Ermitaña, I think. No, I don't know what that is. I'm innocent. Still getting used to the gunshots. You're funny. I like don't remember where you're living. I don't hear gunshots occasionally, but that is definitely something like, and that's so true too, is like, okay, this is disgusting. Don't look at it. I'm just gonna put it right in there. All the bottles are in the bedroom and he's sleeping. Okay, I guess I won't wash them. That's something to get used to, like DR to here. I have. Is it Castambar or Castumbar? That's what I'm saying occasionally, but why? Why do they have to do it? I don't know. That I don't know, because so it does kind of happen in our neighborhood. I have been there, Cami, just once though. I would love to go back. And I never know if it's fireworks or gunshots. And so we have like a neighborhood board and people like will ask sometimes. I don't know what it's for. Costa Ambar? I can't talk, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why that's necessary. Atlanta, I would love to go to Atlanta. I really would. I've never been there. I don't know how. My mom used to live in Atlanta. Okay, I really need to put the disposal on. Wait, it's not that bad? It is that bad? Can I mute myself for a sec? Okay, I can. I'm gonna, one sec. I'm scared. Okay, you're lucky that I didn't keep that on because I'm pretty sure like something's in my disposal. But I can't see anything. My big ass head is in the way of the light. Ew, disposals are gross. Does anyone else have like a deep fear that they're gonna get their hand cut off? Because yes, I do. Like, is that a part of it? Sorry. La Porteña is really good. You have some good restaurant suggestions. Oh, what is that? Oh my gosh. That's like plastic. Okay. Sorry. You don't watch much news, I guess. No, I never watch the news. We don't have cable. So, nope. Dang, really? Okay, you know the annoying thing is like rent has been increasing so much. My lease is up in July and I'm like, what do we do? Like someone said that their landlord told them that the rent would be increasing by $1,000. Oh, okay, that sounds reasonable. Like it's insane. I can't. And then housing prices are still so expensive, but like I do think it's better to buy than rent if you can and if it makes sense for you. But it's like, I don't know how long we're staying here, so I don't know if I want to buy. And Phoenix is like nice, but there's not even an ocean here. So for what? I don't know. The prices are just really insane. That reminds me of a horror movie where some ghost turned on this disposal and dude has hand. Okay, stop. Great, you're victim blaming. What movie was that? That sounds like a Final Destination. Okay, I've never really watched like a full Final Destination, maybe once, but the one that gets me is the girls in the tanning bed. I like cannot go in it. I don't go in tanning beds, but like if I did, I would be thinking about that. There are nice lakes here, but it's like it's not an ocean, you know. There's like various ones. We even went to a park this weekend that had like a really nice fake lake. It's like a pond. But I don't know. I just like, it was not Final Destination. Final Destination is wild. I don't even know how people like think about that stuff. But I don't know. I would love to be on the water. There's like Salt River is nice. Lake Pleasant probably, but no beach. So I don't know. At least the food is good, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, you get fireworks a lot? That's annoying. Yeah, and I feel like in Villa Maria, obviously on New Year's Eve, it was cool because there were fireworks everywhere. And I liked that, but when they're just like randomly going off, I don't like that. Like people do that here and I'm like, why are we doing fireworks? There's no reason. There's nothing to celebrate. I just also don't know like people who randomly have like a supply of fireworks. I'm like, where do you even get those? I didn't even think that they were illegal in DR. I thought they were banned. I don't know what I want for dinner. You know when you're so hungry you get like shaky? Me. I was kidding. But no, actually, I'm gonna eat a cookie, I guess. I don't know if you guys are like that, but like I will not eat all day and then be like, why don't I feel good? Oh, okay, because you're a dumbass, maybe. YouTube, don't take my ads off just because I said that word. Thanks. Yeah, so I clearly need to do some more cleaning and start the dishwasher. Lake Havasu, yeah, but that's not that close to us. That's like 3 hours, I think. Final Destination was awesome. Yeah, that's oh my gosh. I think that's the one I saw. Who thinks of those? Like, it's like so mean. No, sadly, it's not. Like, if I could buy a house that was right on the beach, then it'd be worth it. But here, I'm like, I don't want to pay for that. It's so expensive right now. Actually, I told once that when you get shaky it's because your sugar is low. Yes, I am hypoglycemic, but I want like a fat pizza. But at this, so I don't order food for delivery. This lighting is fantastic. Like, I won't, because I can't. I need to turn. I can't. Oh, I just can't justify like the delivery fees, the service fee, the tip. I'm like, okay, didn't I just pay the service? Like, I can't justify it. So I never get delivery. But what I'll do is I'll just like wait so long to eat and then be like, I'm just not gonna eat. Or I'll just have like cereal. It has hot sauce. Opioids are bad here, yeah. It's growing so much, like literally, I think the prices have increased 30% over the last year. Is Monte Cristi safe? I'd like to go there for 1 week, then 1 week to Las Vegas. I think so. Like, I don't think I've been there personally. I could never not tip. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's such bad karma. Like, if I was just like, no, thanks. Don't they see it too? Like, wouldn't they know and then they would like spit in my food? Like, no. Yeah, I think it is safe. Definitely. And Las Vegas is very safe. So you would love it. If anyone has more experience with Monte Cristi, let me know. I prefer, okay, that's a hard question, DR or the States, because it depends like what we're talking about. So like cost of living, DR, like speed at which things get done, States. Like location, weather, DR. Social life, probably DR, because we have a lot of friends there and we have a lot of friends here too because we're popular. I'm just kidding. But I feel like they're like, it's less planning. Like, you can just be like, let's hang out tonight, and it doesn't need to be like, yeah, let me check my calendar and stuff. So I like that. But the thing is, like, I like being near my parents, so I don't know, I want to like be near them, but I want to be in DR. So like, yeah, that's the struggle. I also want to go to Europe, so, but overall DR. Hello, Barbara Graham, how are you? I never do delivery. Yeah, I can't justify it. So we did do delivery in DR while we were there. I got, so annoying, I got Jonas Buffalo, which is also good. It's like buffalo wings and stuff. If you guys have been there, they have good burgers and stuff. I was so hungry because, again, I waited way too late, ordered the food. It took an hour and a half, 2 hours to come. One delivery driver picked up our food and brought it to like Sosua, basically. Like, okay. And we were like watching him drive away with our food, and then he canceled the order. But then another Uber driver came and picked up our food from him. Quien sabe? I literally don't get it. So we finally got it like 2 hours late, and I was just like, this isn't worth it. Like, it's not worth it. China, I would go to China. I go everywhere. Portugal, I want to go to Portugal. Honestly, like, people are like, what do you mean you want to go to Europe? Like, don't you know there's like a ton of countries in Europe? Like, oh wow. No, I actually had no idea. Like, I thought Europe was just one state. Like, yes, I do know that, but I will go anywhere. Like, I don't care. I want to go, I've been to Italy, but I want to go back, and I want to go to different cities. Chris really wants to go to London. Like, he thinks he would love London. I want to go to France. I've never been to France. Portugal, Spain, I've never been there. I have been to London. I've been to Germany, but I want to go back. So yeah, I would love to do that. But every trip we take now is like back to DR. So we haven't been too many other places. Brooklyn, I'm from New York, so maybe not. Yeah, that's the thing. I told him that, Gio. I was like, you won't like London. Because, okay, I went when I was like 12, and then I went when I was in high school. It was super gray. It was like cold. Maybe it was the time of year that we were there, but people were like, no, this is like the weather. I was like, okay. And I really like, what I do really like about London is I think it's really cool that you can have like brand new modern buildings and super hundreds and hundreds of years old buildings. Where it's not like that in New York because it's so much newer. So I really liked that. Like the history, I thought was super cool. I'm from Poughkeepsie. I don't know if you know it. But my dad, neighborhood watch program. My dad is from Harlem, but he was raised in the Bronx way back when. He loves to tell people, so he grew up next to Yankee Stadium, and he used to pay $2. So his mom would give him, this is so irrelevant, but it's cute. His mom would give him $2, and he would get a ticket to a Yankee game, a hot dog, and a brochure. And I wish Greece would be amazing. I literally will go anywhere. I want to go everywhere. I don't know if you guys are like this, but when there's a place I haven't been, like I get stressed thinking about all the places I won't go to in my life. So it's cool. Just like living through J-Rod right now because he's the one traveling. If you haven't given me a thumbs up and you're watching, that would be great. I should probably get food, like cereal at this point. See, I didn't even eat the cookies. I took them out and I didn't eat them. So that's how it is. I could have a grapefruit. That's depressing. Okay. Anyway, Holy Land, I want to go. There you go. Like I said, I'll go anywhere. I'm down. I would love to. Do I have siblings? I do. I have a brother. He's 2 years older than me. Like 28 months or something. Israel, yeah. He lives in Colorado Springs. He's really nice. His name's Ben. And like we grew up together. But I have half siblings too. One is, let's see, I'll be 31, so she'll be 29. She lives in Texas, in like a really, really, really small town in Texas. And then I have a half brother that's like 9 years older than me, so he's like 39 or something. Math is hard. And he lives in Texas too, like right near her in another small town. But we didn't grow up together because I'm adopted. So, and I probably have more half siblings on my birth dad's side that I just have no idea about. So that's cute. If you see anyone that looks like me, let me know. I can do a DNA test. But it's like a hard question because I'm always like, do I talk about my half siblings? Or do I just talk about Ben? Because like when I think about my siblings, I'm like, oh, Ben, like the one I grew up with, obviously. Some people recently, so I'm from New York, like whatever, born and raised, and all my friends like obviously know I have a brother. Known people since elementary school, like I don't know, everyone knew I had a brother. And then out here in Arizona, like a lot of my friends didn't know I had a brother, and they said I thought you were an only child. And to me, that was so weird when people started saying that, because I was like, not at all. Do I give off like only brother vibes? Like, no. But he doesn't have social media, so maybe that's why, like, and I don't just like randomly talk about him, I guess. But I do have a brother. I'm not an only child. Thank goodness. Just kidding. My dad's an only child. That is apparent. You can tell he was white. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are having a fun weekend, doing something fun. Hopefully I can film something with their names are Doritza and Gustavo. They are our Dominican friends that live here. She's an amazing cook. Like seriously, oh my gosh, you guys, I have to show you. I'll film something. I think it's a barbecue, but I hope it's Dominican food. If it is, I'll film it. I also want to film them dancing. I said this before, but I want to show you guys, because people always ask me to do like a dancing video, which is funny. Like that's cute. Like I literally feel like you guys are trolls and just want to make fun of me, like doing a bachata video, but I'll let the pros do it. Dominican from Jarabacoa. I didn't know you're from Jarabacoa. That's awesome. My favorite. I've recently subscribed and loved. Thank you. Welcome, AJ. Of how you and Chris met. I'm Dominican from New York. Okay, New York. Another New York. My girlfriend's from Mao. Okay. I haven't been to Mao. I have not been. The goats are delicious. No. Like Chiva. I haven't been to Mao, but I would like to go. It looks really pretty. I have a bad association with Mao though, but I don't want to tell you what it is. Girl, I'm from Texas. I've been watching your videos for 2 years. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I know your name. I want to go to DR, but what do you think of me going alone? I think it depends like how old you are, if you know anyone there, how like experienced you are with travel. But if you do your research, I think you'll be fine. Like, yeah, it's beautiful. I think you would love it. But you definitely have to be careful and like aware of your surroundings and like who you're hanging out with and what you're like, you know, carrying with you on the street. But I've never had a problem when I was traveling there. So yeah, as long as you're not like 16, because sometimes like really young people ask me if they should go and I'm like, that's like young to go alone. But then again, I met a lot of people like mostly in like in Cabarete that were like really young. Like this girl was like 18 and she was living there and traveling alone. I guess that's an adult, but I was always like, oh my gosh, you're so young. 22. Yeah, you're a full adult. You should message me on Instagram and I can answer any questions you have. I'm really bad. I just got a notification while I was talking that I have like 50 plus unread messages on Instagram from this week. I like cannot answer my messages. I just can't. I like don't. I will though. I will for you. But it's hard to like, I don't know how influencers keep up with their like they must have assistants, right? Or I guess they treat it like their full-time job. But like, can you imagine someone that has like an influencer, I don't know, lots of followers, that like their inbox must be insane. No thanks. Anyway, I just wanted to jump on while I was kind of cleaning. I loaded the dishwasher. That counts, right? Sahoma. I don't think that I have. Where is that? Oh, Chris and I are going to watch the last episode of Ozark. We are on the last episode. I'm excited. But also, like, can they put more than 7? I don't know when part 2 is coming out. I'm excited. But we're going to watch that. I guess I'll keep cleaning. Find something to eat. I don't even know. See, I'm getting to the point where, what time is it? It's not even that late. 8 o'clock. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, it's too late. I won't eat. But ever since someone mentioned Domino's, I was like, wow. But I'm not in DR, so I won't get that. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hi, I'm literally so old. Like, I'm not 22. Okay, not so old, but I'm old. You'll be fine. Like if you were 16, 17, 18, I would be a little bit more nervous about you going alone. But 22, I'm sure you're mature, so you would be fine. But yeah, you can message me and we can talk more about like where you're going and what you're doing. No kids. Yeah, that's the time to go. Once you have kids, it's like so hard to travel, seriously. Like we still do, but that plane ride was torture. I think I said it, but I cried on the way there. It was so bad. Full tantrum, but you should definitely do it. I would just go to like certain places and avoid others. So that would be fun. You would probably make so many friends. Also, watch out for the guys. No, but I haven't been to Sahoma. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're watching and haven't subbed though, definitely subscribe. I'm shy too, so if I did it, you can do it. I moved there when I was 25, so not that much older than you, and I went on a solo trip when I was 24, so is Chris okay with polyandry? Absolutely not. What's that? Like polygamy? Not polygamy. Polyandry. Like where you can both have multiple partners. You will do good if you keep posting. I've been posting for years. I want more subs. But it's such a niche. I kind of want to make a whole separate channel about just other stuff and not just DR stuff. But I don't know. Growing from zero is really, really, really hard on YouTube. Come back to Via Maria. Oh, I definitely will. I have to find a job. Do it. You would, I'm sure. Or a remote job. That's what I always say. The best thing to do is get a remote job. 100%. Remote job and make dollars, and then you're like good there. Good. Like really good. Sorry I keep coming on here with no makeup. I just clearly don't care. But I was gonna say, yeah, I appreciate you guys who have been watching. And if you're not subbed yet, if you can sub, I do videos every week. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Do I look 30? I'm just kidding. But you should definitely message me and we can talk about like what you can do when you go. And how it was for me when I went alone. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm literally so hungry. Polygamy is when, okay, no, this is a good question. Polygamy is what I know. Polygamy is when you have multiple wives, but can it also be multiple husbands? Like definition wise, because obviously no one does that. Of course, it's always multiple wives with one man. Polyandry is that when, like, let's say there's 3 people, they're all in a relationship, or it's just that everyone can, like, me and Chris could have different girlfriends or boyfriends that they're not associated with. Anyway, I don't know. I need to send you a short video of my homes. Yeah, do it. You said you have friends that might be interested in long term. Yeah, I get a lot. I'm getting so many messages, Johnny, about that. Like about people asking. Like a lot of people thought that I was doing that house tour like to put it up for rent, which like was kind of confusing because like it was clearly lived in, but it's fine. But I would love to do a video of your a woman has more than. Oh, okay, I got you. Thank you, Gilbert. Of your apartment, because a lot of people were looking, especially in that area, so that would be really fun. Just film it horizontally, but we'll talk on email. I'm Mexican but super white. Do you speak Spanish? Okay. Oh yeah, they obviously call me gringa, but then you could speak Spanish and like scare them. Yeah, message me on Instagram, we can chat there. Have a good night. Johnny, yeah, definitely. Oh, I have been. Oh my gosh, is that the nickname? Like Pucamaima? I have been there then. Yes. I have been there. I camped out there. It's in Santiago, but it's like far. I feel like it's far. It's so pretty though. I love the drive up there. Okay, the baby's awake, so. Oh, that's what, I'm an idiot. What am I thinking of then? Polyamorous. That's what I'm thinking about. Thank you. I love him. I'm so obsessed with him, but I just wish he would sleep through the night. Like, it's time. But he's crying, so I have to go do that and get food. Give me a like if you haven't liked this video yet. Subscribe. Did he put himself to sleep? Highly doubt it. He never has done that. If you haven't subbed yet, please sub. Send it to your mom. I bet she would like me. Like, she would sub, right? I want to get to 15K. I feel like that's my next goal, 15K. And let me know if you guys want me to start a different channel too about anything like motherhood but I probably wouldn't put the baby in so much stuff, or I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We're talking about nonsense now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, he stopped crying though. I'm actually shocked. Maybe I should. Okay, now I'm like, should I jinx it? Do I go in? I don't know. Motherhood. But yeah, I'm always like, should I start another channel? I just want to grow this one so much, but I don't know. New video coming though. I will make the next one the beach that we went to in Las Terrenas, because it was so beautiful. It was amazing. You guys would love it. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. like, comment, follow, below, whatever. Well, you guys already know the drill. So have a great night. Have an amazing weekend. Stay safe. And I will see you guys soon.